It broke. It broke. Hey folks, it's John here. Look, this is what we've been using to fog our pastures and our fields. And this is what we're going to use. So this has been a workhorse for me, this Tomahawk. It does everything I want it to do, but I'm a Stihl guy, so I had to get the Stihl. Now, I think this one's a little more powerful, but the tanks appear to be about the same size. The motors aren't much different. This has actually got a Honda motor in it, and we know Honda motors are good motors. This has a Stihl motor. Now, I'll work in some footage. We're going to use this today, and I'll work in some footage of me using this one, and we'll see if there's a difference. I don't know. Now, this one cost twice what this one cost. So, if you're not a Stihl fanboy, you may want to stick with a Tomahawk because this thing works really well. It sprays about 30 to 40 feet straight distance, and it'll spray like 25 feet up into a tree. So when you're spraying, I hate to say the word pesticide because I use an all-natural thing called Zero Bite, and the Zero Bite is peppermint oil and clove oil, so it doesn't really hurt anything. Today, we're going to be spraying a product called Remedy. And I had my forest deforested, and I'm trying to get the grass growing, but you know, those forest weeds always seem to come up. So we're going to use that Remedy, and what we're going to try to do, get all the broadleaf plants down and let the grass grow up. So the Remedy doesn't affect any grasses, it only affects broadleaf plants. So stay tuned. Let's see if the Stihl fanboy made a good purchase. So the controls on this thing are here on the handle. This right here is the on-off for your water, which is much nicer than the Tomahawk. It has a valve down below. And this valve here just controls the flow. So you can make a fine mist or a real heavy mist. See how it's coming out of there? That's real fine. Or look at that. You could really pour on the product on this thing. So it's nice it has a two-way valve where the Tomahawk, it had a flow adjustment, but it really didn't work that well. So let's get some spray. Oh, let me show you this side. Right here is your kill switch. That'll turn off the motor. So the only problem you're going to run into with these backpack sprayers is they're a pull start. So you either need another person or you're going to have to unload this thing every time you need to start it. So, my final thoughts on my Stihl Tomahawk comparison. Well, let me tell you about the Stihl. It puts out a lot of product. It's a good machine. It puts out a lot of product. The controls are easy to use. This one works great too. I wouldn't trade this for anything. I've used this one about 50 times and I've never had a problem. So where's the Stihl? It broke. It broke. Something happened to the engine and it's nothing but compression in there now. So I took it back and actually I went to return it. I bought it at the local Ace Hardware. It's nice when you buy something local because you have a point to go to try to get things resolved. So this is what I learned today. You can't return a Stihl product. They either fix it, replace it, or upgrade it. Now I like the upgrade part. So that purchase price will go towards an upgrade. And the upgrade is that it does dry material and liquids. So that might be something worth looking at. Anyway, I didn't like that policy about not returning something. Because if I buy something and it breaks, why would I want the same product again? I could have went out and looked for a Husqvarna product or something that fogs. But at any rate, when it works great. It's heavier than the Tomahawk. So if you're just a homeowner and you want to use it, like I use it, to spray for mosquitoes and flies and stuff, and put something natural in there, this is the way to go. This is much lighter. It's easier to handle, and it starts easier too because the smaller engine is easier to pull that cord. So I won't get rid of this. Apparently, I'm either going to get a Stihl fogger back, and I'm a Stihl fanboy. I'm so bummed that the darn thing broke. And here's how it broke. When I was spraying, I heard the motor wind up a couple times. I had the throttle in the same position, but the motor revved up and revved down, revved up and revved down. So something came loose inside that engine. And their mechanics will figure it out, and hopefully it'll be resolved. If I get a new one, I'm gonna keep running it because I do like it. I did like it. It put out nice product. It put out a nice spray. I don't think it sprays further than this one, but it puts out more product, and I did like that. Would I recommend the Stihl fogger? Not today, but when I get it back and I get some more hours under it, then I'll update the video because I think it's a good fogger. We just got to get the bugs worked out and get it fixed. But I know a lot of you don't want to go through that hassle of getting something, running it, it breaks, you got to go get it fixed, and then you finally get a product that's reliable. So today, I wouldn't go buy a Stihl fogger. I would go get the Tomahawk, half the price, and it does as good a job. It does as good a job. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching us here on Hoof and Homestead. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you'd consider hitting that thumbs up button, that would be nice. Subscribe to our channel. There's always more products to show. There's always more animals to show. Oh, and we got big news, big news. But I'm not going to share that with you now. Now I got to put in a plug for Silvera Farm Adventures. That's our other YouTube channel. It's my wife's channel. She's a children's book writer and author of another book too. So if you go there and take a look, if you have kids, then you can get these books on Amazon, Lulu, Barnes & Noble. And it's all about our farm life. And mostly it's the animals interacting with each other. And they talk to each other, which they do. Consider looking at Silvera Farm Adventures channel and show your children. God bless y'all.